right, welcome back to the program, everyone. Today we are going to have a discussion, as mentioned at the top of our program, about breaking the stigma of having a broken home. But before we get into our discussion, we're going to first look at the divorce statistics from right here in Indonesia. A 2021 study from the National Population and Family Planning Board, BKKBN, shows 580,000 divorces took place in the country throughout the year, while noting that children growing up in this environment are 3 times more likely to experience some sort of mental emotional disorder.
It is commonly accepted that the benefits of having a harmonious family could be immense for children, not only in terms of mental health, but their ability to adapt and perform. But that might not apply to those whose parents have divorced. Okay, now we are going to discuss about that. But one thing about the data showed, Paul, if is it always like that when the parents are get divorced and the children will be broken home?
Right. That's
it's a stigma. Is it a stigma or is it always like that?
And what are some of the effects?
Exactly.
Of that, right?
All right, and joining us today to offer her insights on breaking the stigma of having a broken family is Be Home ambassador and broken home survivor, Hanna Putri Naida. Hi, Hanna. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Thank you for being here today.
Yeah. So this one, I also heard about the data told by the BKKBN, head of BKKBN. He mentioned about that. He stated about that. But at the same time, he also encouraged people to get married.
Yeah. Well, happy marriages.
Something like that.
Not all
So, we would like to get to know about that, the stigma about the broken home. Could you tell us more about Be Home and what is the objective?
Okay, so Be Home is the platform that contribute about the family have experienced broken home in the background, and Be Home give a space to them to share the activities, the story, strengths others, and life and work together.
Okay.
Is it for, so it's for the children, basically, of the broken home, or can it be for the parents as well?
It can be children and parents.
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Before we go on about the Be Home and the breaking the stigma, can you elaborate what is definition of broken home?
Okay, I think broken home is when the home it's not a happy situation.
Okay.
It's not always the parents divorce. No,
Okay.
it's when the home is not in a good condition. It's saying broken home.
Oh, it's not
Okay,
a
so it could be like fighting constantly, or those kind of relationships that just aren't going well between the parents, causing a fracture in the family structure. What are some of the effects that you have seen for, especially for products of a broken home, for example, children, first and foremost?
I think it's based on my experience.
Okay.
I think the effect it's my mental health. It's terganggu. I think.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
Because of that, I always see my parents
fighting.
every day, right? And it's make me so emotional when they are fighting.
And how did this affect your daily life? How did this have a negative impact?
I don't have any. I don't have any smang.
Oh, you're not, yeah.
Oh, you don't have any
You're not
motivation.
Yes,
motivated.
yes. I don't have any motivation, and I always insecure with achievement others.
Insecure. Oh,
Because I think in the future I can be a successful person because I'm from the broken family.
Oh, so you
yes.
applied that stigma to yourself?
Yes.
Oh, I won't be.
In my old version.
So
in my
you are
old version.
labeling yourself.
Yes, of course. And I think my friends do the same.
Right. That makes sense, doesn't it? Because you just feel like, well, my family structure is not there. I don't have the support system like others, so I won't be
I
as
can be
successful as.
functional,
Yeah,
or
that
I
makes
can be
sense.
successful. How old were you?
I'm 20 years.
No, I mean when things
I
happen
think
at home.
it was since I was 7 years old.
Oh,
Really? Okay, so you were very young at the time.
Yeah.
You probably didn't understand most of what was going on.
Of course. But I think because of karena terlalu lama, jadi saya sudah paham kalau itu ternyata kelakuan yang salah.
Okay.
Okay, so this was ongoing for years.
Wow.
And then it took a while for you to realize this was actually happening. to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is important. When did you notice that you need a help?
I think it's about 2 or 3 years.
So it took a while, yeah?
Wow.
It took almost 10 years to realize that, you do need... So how did you first establish Be Home? I mean, you are an ambassador of Be Home. How was this all established? How did it come together to create this platform and encourage people to speak out?
Okay, because in effect, Be Home was built on 16 October 2012.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
Very
and it's made by the founder, Kak Catherine Moko, because she don't have any place to share their condition about her family.
Okay.
And then he built anonym account in Twitter.
Oh, so you don't
Yes,
On
yes.
social media.
Yes, in 2012. And after that, he realized that the followers growing up, and she know that she can always judging and ignoring because she come from
Share the same
Yes.
experience with
Yes.
them. Wow, that's very noble. Wow, that's the power of social media.
Well, yeah, that was the early days too, right? And it's
Exactly.
only grown since then.
Yeah.
So what sort of
I noticed
the trend, right? Yeah. So if it offers a platform, are there programs as well to help people through it? Because let's face it, as adults, let's say a married couple, they can seek counseling, they can go to a psychologist. But a child,
kids, yeah.
like where do you go, right? At least there's this platform. Are there any programs that are offered to those that need help?
Of course, Be Home have 5 activity programs.
Okay.
There are in like production video, production content,
Okay.
content that it's always a production positive content to share in their social media,
Like information.
Instagram.
Like
Yes, of
creating
course.
content
Yes.
to support.
After that, dia juga punya kayak konseling, kelas konseling, dan kelas konselingnya itu namanya itu mancur, or we call teman curhat.
Okay. Curhat is actually an Indonesian phrase for what is
Telling your story.
telling your story, sharing your
Sharing your
feelings,
experience,
and
exactly.
so you provide. There's counselors as
Chit-chat.
well, who can actually be a good listening output. For
Like
those that
in-depth
need to share.
talk.
Yes, we all need
In-depth
that every now and then.
conversation.
That's true. That's
In-depth
true. Okay.
conversation.
What else?
Okay.
But
Mancur.
mancur is divided in 2 parts.
Okay.
Mancur biasa and mancur premium. Mancur biasa that held by professional.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yes, dia tuh kayak mahasiswa yang masih belajar, tapi jurusannya psikolog.
Okay. Oh, so somebody who's still studying psychology.
Yeah. Yes.
And then the premium would be the experts, like the
Yes,
health experts.
and the premium is expert.
Oh wow! So basically, it's legit. I mean, assessed by the professional person who help the people who need help.
Is this free?
Okay.
Is this offered free?
No, but I think it's more cheaper than we go to
Psychologist. Okay, definitely.
Okay, mancur biasa, mancur
premium.
content
content creator,
and then
like a webinar.
okay,
Webinar,
like seminar.
yes,
Okay.
and meet up kita ngelakuin secara offline.
Offline.
Di mana di tahun sekarang ini Be Home itu udah meet up offline in 25 cities in Indonesia
Wow, so you've
with
had
their
offline
followers.
meetings
Yes.
in many
Okay.
cities in Indonesia, 25
Wow.
different cities.
I wonder how is the situation? I mean, throughout Indonesia about the, you mentioned about 25 cities, so the case is quite a lot then.
Yes. of
Tell us
course.
about that. I mean, the case, how many cases that you are facing, or is that really bad?
I don't know, but when I go to the event, saya benar-benar ngelihat bahwasannya kayak mereka semua crowded.
There's a lot
Yes.
yes, okay.
Oh my
So there are, because we've reported on this as well. We've talked about this, that divorce rates are going up, not only in Indonesia, around the world. I don't know if it's pandemic related, maybe, but there seems to be this rise. So based on your personal experience, What was it that helped you get over this stigma? Because there is a stigma. Like you mentioned a very important one, stigma of somebody thinking, I won't be successful someday because I came from a broken home.
Yeah.
There are many other stigmas that come along with being from a broken home. I myself am from somewhat of a broken home. My parents were separated at one point of our lives when I was very young. So I applied my stigma to myself with my children, saying that I will make sure that that doesn't happen to my kids. But
Be divided.
that's right, because I want to be what I couldn't have. But it takes self-awareness to do that. And I know when that happened for me. When did it happen for you and how?
I think I always have quotes, some quotes that make me grow up as from zero to hero. And I know that everyone's zero is different.
Okay.
And I know that my zero is I came from the broken home family.
Okay.
And it's okay, you know, it's
doesn't
not a
matter
big
where you're
deal.
from.
Yes, it's not a big deal because look at me now, I'm grow up.
Yeah.
And I can sit in the...
If you can
even-
do it,
yes.
others people can do.
Yes.
Ah,
So
that's
you look at your journey and how far you have come.
wow, that's amazing. But Hannah, how you mentioned that person who came from broken home family can reach you guys out. What about someone who can reach you out, but you know that
They
probably
need it.
they need it?
Yeah.
How do you guys reach out? Is there any program that I don't know? How do you guys do it?
I think it's about the mindset and Be Home always have content to reach out that people like that.
Okay.
Dan kayak dia tuh nggak akan malu-malu lagi untuk cerita dan punya kemauan untuk cerita.
Yeah. Because like you mentioned, Paul needs a self-awareness
Yeah.
to be aware that okay, we need help. I think I should reach out some help and something. So now you are become the ambassador of
Yay.
the home. Elaborate that. How can you be this ambassador and what is your task?
And when did this?
Yeah.
When did you become the ambassador?
I become the ambassador in Be Home. It's about February.
This year?
Yes, this
Okay.
year. And fun fact, in requirement for apply Be Home ambassador, I really shocked because in the first requirement is written like should we come from broken home
Right.
family. I really, oh my god, kayak aku harus
sweet.
mengeluarkan,
Related to
yes,
Okay.
aku harus mengeluarkan bahwasannya kayak menceritakan ke orang-orang, yes,
Wow.
I have scars like that.
And you have to share those with
Yes,
many people.
I think it's, oh my god, it's challenging, but okay, kita coba gitu, we try it, oke. Nah terus setelah dari situ, akhirnya alasan pertama adalah I want to be a pioneer with everyone, and I can pass the problem, and you guys can too pass.
Wow, they gave you space and then you
Yes.
take that.
Yes.
And how was that for you? Did that help you as well? Not only helping others, but sharing your story.
Yeah.
Did that help you in your personal journey to, get over this stigma as well?
Yes, of course. I'm really happy to doing this because I think it's my place. I'm really happy. And my task in ambassador Be Home itu kayak bikin ide-ide konten tentang a day in my life as survivor and how we solve our problem if when we have a bad day.
Yeah,
That's
of
true.
course.
Because bad days can happen anytime.
Yeah, bad
right?
days, good days
You
are
think you're
temporary.
fine, but then in one day you
And
just have a
then-
very bad.
yeah.
So I'm sure there are many success stories.
Yeah.
This has been around for almost a decade. Could you share one of the most memorable success stories from a survivor that you've helped or been able to share your experience with?
I have one friends, and she always sharing her cerita ke saya, and after that dia bilang bahwasannya kayak aku mau jadi kamu gitu, soalnya
Oh,
wow.
inspiring.
yes, kayak kamu bisa sampai di titik ini, jadi aku mau menjadi seperti kamu kayak
Wow.
aku nggak mau ada di tahap ini terus.
Good.
Umur berapa? How old is this survivor?
Same as me.
Same age as
Yes.
you. Okay.
She wants
So
to follow her
yeah,
footsteps.
wants to become you,
Yes.
perhaps be an ambassador one day, because that goes to show that you exemplify what a survivor should be and how you should face your any sort of past bad experiences.
Exactly. And it's really important for someone who have role models.
Absolutely.
Follow
I think
the
that's
footsteps, right?
I think that's part of the reason we can get motivated by looking at what others have achieved.
Yes.
right?
So what's next from Be Home Indonesia, Hannah?
Be Home will be held an event in June. It's about a webinar, and the webinar theme is not broken dreams. Jadi broken home is just broke the home.
Not the dreams.
Ah, that's very cool. That's nice.
That's nice.
Love it. People should always hang on to their dreams.
Yes.
Hanna, thank you so much for coming by. If you guys are interested to know more, please do check out Be Home. It's on Twitter at BeHome_ID, or you can find them on Instagram if you want more visual information and content at BeHome.id, correct? If
Yes.
I'm not mistaken. Okay. Once again, thank you so much, Hanna, for coming
Thank you,
by,
Hanna.
for sharing. Please continue to do the good work for all of those out there that need it.
Thank you
Appreciate
so
your
much,
time.
Hanna. Thank you so much. Amazing,
All right. Yes, indeed. We're past the halfway point of our program now. It's time for us to take another short break here on the show. But when we return, in case you joined us late, we will recap some of our earlier news stories from around the world. Stay with us.